Hello everyone, I'm so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is, my one color wonder in mint macaron. And we'll do the inside and the envelope. Join me in the studio and I'll show you how. For today's one color wonder, I am using Beautiful Friendship, specifically this image, and I think that's the sentiment I'm using, so very happy to know you. I have a piece of mint macaron that is 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/8. I have a scrap of mint macaron. I have a piece of mint macaron that is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4. I have a scrap of Whisper White, another scrap of Whisper White. My card base is Whisper White and it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I have my envelope and I'm using the layering circles. This one is like the second largest scalloped and this one is the one that fits inside. So that's how I've done it. Hopefully that will work. Yeah, it'll just give me just a little bit of a edge. All right, first thing I need to do is I need to stamp my image and my sentiment. So my sentiment I'm going to put on here. Okay. There's my sentiment. Now I'm going to stamp my image. And this is one of our distinctive stamps. So it has highs and lows, or lights and darks, however you want to refer to it. It gives you a little bit of interest. Now I want to take my background piece and I'm going to stamp that other image randomly all over. And I'll go off. This is a way to get texture. You can use an embossing folder instead, but since I have the one color wonder, the one color wonder, I think I said 10-minute creation at the beginning of this. Okay, it's the one color wonder, and this is going to go off, so I'm going to take a piece of paper here and stamp it. Okay, I've got my background, and like I said, you can always emboss it if you want. Now my next step is to do some cutting. I have to cut this out with this image, or this circle, this out with this circle, and I've got to cut my sentiment down. So I'm going to do all of that and I'll be back. I have all my images cut and ready to go, so it's time to assemble. I use scrap paper for this. I do that all the time. Okay, there's that. All right. Now my card base. I'm gonna get this put together. Now, this piece goes on here in the middle. Oh, darn, I forgot something. I'll get this down and I'll go back and do it. And this gives me a nice border all the way around. I wanted to sponge the edges of this so that it shows up on here. So I'm going to do it even though it's been put together. And it's hitting the circle a little bit, but that's okay. It'll just add a little bit of extra interest. But this would have been lost on that paper if I didn't sponge it. And I'm going to sponge this one also, but I'm going to cut this down a little because this is long. This is about 1 7/8. So I'm going to cut this down to 2 1/2 maybe. No, I'm going to do 2 3/4. And I'm going to sponge the edges of this also so that it shows up. Lots of sponging today. Are you liking my One Color Wonder series? I checked to see how many people view it, and it doesn't seem to be as popular as some of my others. So we'll see. It may be that it is one that I find something else to do. I'll still do a video on Wednesday. I'll have to come up with something else. Okay, now I've got this on there. I can take my backs off. And let's see. I think I want this on this way. And I'm going to set that, offset it so that that edge is right even with that. And then this is going to go down here, and I'm going to put it on dimensionals also, just because I think it needs to be popped up some. And I need to cut another strip. All right. I always think I have enough and I end up short, but that's okay. Oops, that one didn't come off. Have to get the angle just right. And I'm going to set that one there. And this one I'm going to pop up, but I'm only going to pop up the top 2 corners, and the bottom 2 corners I will add glue dots to. That'll just give them some extra stick on the card so that it doesn't. All right, and I'm centering it, and I think it needs some Wink of Stella. So I'm going to take my Wink of Stella and I'm just going to go over randomly over it. I got to get the other one. Go back to this one. There we go. And there you have it. And I did the inside in the envelope, and I went for a swoop on each corner. Let's see what I'm going to do next week. Not many stamp sets left. All right, I've got Label Me Pretty. Lots of colors left. I'll be putting in my ones. And Petal Pink. Ooh, a nice soft color. If you like my project, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel using the button below. Don't forget to leave me a comment. It helps me out on YouTube. I also have a Facebook group where I do Facebook Live on Thursday evenings. I'll be in there this week, so make sure, it's actually tomorrow night, make sure you head over to Facebook and find Creations in Paper and join us for a fun time. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be your online person. Send me a message and I'll help you out in any way I can. I hope you will join me next week when I do Label Me Pretty with Petal Pink. Have a great day.